Hey, 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 what's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, I am down at Heartland RV to give you a tour of a really nice rear living fifth wheel. This is the 2025 Bighorn 331RL, and this is a little bit of a different decor than you're going to see out of the rest of the market. So I think you guys are going to really enjoy it. And starting off, I think the outward appearance, the exterior of this is kind of funky. It's kind of cool. I like how you got the gold and grays and blacks, but then also like the star of the show for me, and I don't know if this will be to everybody's taste, but that big bar right up front, that big LED light bar is just so slick looking. They got a new front cap, new design overhaul for 2025. So it's been out there for a while, but if you haven't seen it, I thought it was super cool, and I got the opportunity to film all three of them. So I figured, heck, why not, baby? But again, it's the 2025 Bighorn 331RL. All the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, all that good stuff will be down in the description, along with a link for Funtown RV where this one is heading. But right off the bat, you're going to have a drop frame up front, so really good storage, 6-point hydraulic auto leveling, and frameless windows, just to kind of point it out. It's also going to be a full profile RV, so it's going to be a little bit heavier, a little bit bigger, but also it's going to provide you with a lot more headroom, which you're going to really notice up in the bedroom, which I think is a really cool kind of setup there. I like how they put the washer and dryer. Well, heck, you'll see it here in just a second. Anyway, nice bathroom too. But yeah, let's go ahead and get on into it. Let's jump into it. You guys want to see the darn thing. But if you guys don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button for daily RV content, or drop a comment and say, you know, what you did or what you didn't like about the video. And yeah, but I mean, this is what I'm talking about. So classic rear living setup where you have the sofa there in the back, but there's something about the decor that is just different, and I really like it. It's got that rich brown to it. You also have dual opposing slides, so you're going to get a lot of moving and grooving room. And I need to check to see if this is a wide body, because I feel like it is, because you get a little bit just extra oomph. And then behind here you got kind of like nice little pantry. Like right there's my you know, my camera stuff, but a really good kind of size pantry setup with more storage over here, which will open up in just a second. Now let's look right back there. The little archway with the accent lighting just looks really slick. Now right over here is going to be a pretty versatile situation. One, the way that it's set up right now, you have a desk, but you also have this dinette table that you can unlatch down here and wheel out and then move it around. So whether you want to be like a dinette, you know, an L table, or another L table, you're able to do that. But flush mount floors, you can see 6'10" tall high slides. They also have a little bit of texture here for the fascia, which just kind of, you know, breaks up some of the monotony that you have out there in the industry. The blade lighting too looks really nice, and I love the use of those bulbs right there. Big light guy, big light guy. All the windows are going to open up here in this coach, which is nice. So you're going to see each and every one opens up for a good window, which lately that seems to be less and less of the case for whatever reason. And then if you're someone that doesn't like the sun, you know, you don't have to like the sun because you have the Dracula shade, or you can let in a little extra sunlight. You got the tinted windows. You know, you're ready to rock. Obviously, if you're going to be using this as a desk, you need plugins, and you have plenty of that, plus an emergency exit here and here, so you can pull, push, and plop and get out in a hurry. Now, on this recliner, not only is it going to be directly across from your TV, which is going to be hidden for now, right above the fireplace. You see that little ledge. There's a TV on a televator, so it'll actually raise up and block that window. But for now, take the natural lighting. But if you sit down, you can see you're directly across from it. The island doesn't get in the way of your view, so everyone's happy there. And then this is also going to be, you know, you can do like lumbar support, seat open, seat closed. You can do the heat and the universal C. The only thing that's missing, unless I'm not smart enough to know how to use it, is a cup holder, because they have like this piece of wood right here. And I feel like I would rather have a cup holder, but it does come with a lot of extra creature comforts like that lumbar support, you know, and things like that. Another thing that I noticed too is I have a feeling that it just feels like these are individual tiles. I'm not positive on that, but if that's the case, that would be really nice to replace. Let's get this accent lighting on over here. This looks pretty nice. So it does have floor vents in the floor. However, you can see they're not really intrusive to anything, so at least they're kind of small, and they're kind of put into, you know, I would say like low traffic areas. You know, obviously your feet are going to go there, but you know, no like dogs are laying, you know, right up there. They're going to be in the middle of in the hall and things of that nature. The three sofa steps, the three areas where you can see the 3 different sofa sections. That's going to mean it's going to be a tri-glide sofa, or a tri-fold sofa. So that way it's going to sleep you with a queen bed. You have countertops on either side for all of your stuff. And then you also have outlets as well for like your cell phones, your laptops, your tablets. Right there, I would imagine would be a prime spot for books or any sort of plants that your wife is bringing along with you. And you know what? We're saying it earlier today. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. Now, we are actually, speaking of my wife and plants and books, we have talked to a space, haven't rented it out or anything. We're looking into the legalities of it. But we think my wife is going to start a plant, book, and tea shop. So a place where people like her can go and, you know, check out crystals, check out all the teas. She's always talking about teas, and you know, read and get plants, and probably not like, you know, crazy sort of plants, but like little house plants and succulents, things like that. So I'll definitely keep you guys updated as that's coming along, and certainly if we do, we'll have an online shop. But if you got any history of doing any of that, let us know. We've never started a company before, so it's you know, just looking into the licensing. You know, you just got to make sure you're doing it right. Set up for success. But there's that TV on that televator, and it goes all the way up and blocks out that. Plus, it's going to be the old Sansui, so it's a really fun name to say as well. But as you saw, the control for that were right here with the outlet, which is also going to be an inverted outlet too, which is nice. So that'll be powered up by the solar panel. Fireplace to keep you nice and a roasty and a toasty. And the nice thing about the solar is in an RV this size, it'll heat up the entirety of this living room. And also, I'm going to be quiet for a second. Notice how you don't hear that AC for whatever reason. It's not the whisper quiet, but you have 3 ACs up there. But man, they're a very manageable loudness level. And there's also going to be 3 of them in this model. So there's going to be one right here, one right there, and then one up into the bedroom. You also see you have your speaker right up here as well. Overhead storage is no problemo. So you got places for all like your books and your board games. And then, you know, over to the kitchen, you know, obviously you're going to want plenty of room over here. So both left and right has some room. You got the 4-top burner to whip up all the fixings, along with an oven big enough for a turkey up in that bad boy. The microwave's got everything you need. It's got baked potato mode and beverage mode, baby. It's even got reheat. So it already knows you're cooking leftovers. You know, maybe you're doing a little Chef Boy RVing out there on the campground. You want to come back in and kind of reheat, you know, last night's burgers. You're ready to rock. I also like the texture, the side of the island. So again, solid surface countertops, which doubling up, babe. If you're watching, I love you twice. Proud of you. Start your own adventures. USB Universal C, then 2 outlets, and then that tucks, you know, in and away kind of in itself. The tops are also going to be the solid surface. It's a kind of a stainless steel kind of bronze finish in there as well for the sink with the high-rise faucet. Hitting those dishes from all angles. You also have plenty of room under here, which would be a good spot for you know, your soaps. You got your, you know, place for your trash. Another thing too is this solid surface countertops for the cutting board as well. One of the larger 12-volt refrigerators in the game. So what's nice about this is it will run off of the solar. You know, your truck when you're driving down the road, it's just a little bit more of a versatile setup here. Sorry, I had to fix the camera there. Starting to get a little wonky on me. Got a little ice maker, as you can see. Ice maker. Gotta appreciate that label. It's an ice maker for people who can read well. Otherwise, you're tough out of luck. You would never know it's there. Pantry, again, I mean, can't beat that. You got plenty of place for all your stuff. And I really like this, but also on the other side, it kind of has like a Dalmatian look to it. So as you can see right there, kind of like that paint splatter, which I think looks pretty darn cool. But this is like a really nice kind of like bourbon bar setup. So you have an outlet right there for like a blender. You have a place where you can slide in some wine cups, and then you got a place where you can put your wine bottles or possibly some Bourbonski and, you know, get moving along. Now, if you're someone like me who likes to collect a bunch of stuff, that is definitely going to be your junk drawer. And then bada bing, bada boom. But what do you guys think about the decor? Flush mount slides, by the way, so you're not going to bump your toe over here. On this side, it does a box frame to support a little bit more weight. However, there's really nothing you're going to want to be putting your Piggly Wigglies on. So, you know, you're good to go there. But I think this is a pretty cool look to it. Let's see if I can fish out a thumbnail. I think right there will be good. I'll put my face right there. This looks nice. Something like that. So right down here is going to be your fuse box. You also get the floating steps too, which is nice. Maybe you can kick off some shoes, or if you got a cat or something like that, it'd be a good place for it. If you want to snuggle up with honey buns and set the mood right, you got yourself the little dimmers right there. You put yourself on that lumbar support. Ooh, baby. There's your solar charge controller. So right now we're bringing in, you know, a couple watts right there. And then this is going to be your touch screen for all your different lighting controls. I'll let you kind of play around with that, you know, once you decide to, once you guys decide to get it. But it's all really easy. You can control all your, you know, your awnings, your slides, your generators, you know, all of that kind of all in one spot. But you can also control all this from your phone as well. And then your manual controls for your lights there too. You also have the control for the AC, along with a little dry erase board. And now we're heading up. You got the arm going into the studding, which is all going to be aluminum. So a really nice, sturdy, you know, construction there. But that's what I'm talking about for the bathroom. Real nice bathroom to it. And I think that really kicks it up a notch with the round bowl. And man, it's getting some good air in here. It's cool in here. A couple more inverted outlets along with the Suburban on-demand hot water heater. You also got a mirror for the old bowling gun, baby. Can't wait to use that. By the time you guys watch this, I will be in Alaska, currently in Alaska, when you guys watch this. So, you know, I might, while I'm out there, I reached out to KOA. I think I'm actually going to stop by in Seward, Alaska, and try out my first campground review. So if you guys think that is something that you guys would like, occasionally, very rarely, maybe like once a month, but I might actually start doing some campground reviews. Now, we're not taking an RV out there by any means. Not taking an RV out to Alaska because I'm traveling with the 7 guys I grew up with. So it's going to be a real good time. But we got a cabin because that group of animals shouldn't be around anybody, especially at a campground. I can't imagine the amount of noise that we are going to be producing. It's kind of cool. I don't know about the functionality of it, but you could probably hang up a couple things, you know. It's like that octopus guy, you know, hang on to me. You're ready to rock. I like the accent lighting there too. And this is on the Versatilt, so it extends and retracts. Right now it's in like what I would call like movie mode. But you can see it creates a little bit more wiggling and jiggling room. And then you lower it down, it presses up to about right there as well. So 17 inches of lift. Emergency exit, pull, push, and plop. You also have, again, another Dracula shade. TV that's on an angle, so a little bit more of a pleasant viewing experience there for you. And then you're also going to get the 4 drawers, pull-out drawers there too. Right here into the closet area, you're going to notice that washer and dryer. I don't know if this comes standard or not, so you'll make sure to want to check with your salesperson. You know, if you're not getting one that already has it, of course. But if you're ordering it like via the phone, if you're not going down to one of Funtown's lots, you know, make sure to ask because I don't want to send you wrong on that one. Good space in the closet too for all your wife's stuff, and then your stuff will go right there. But all right, guys. I mean, what do you guys think? Pretty darn snazzy. Basic floor plan, kind of turned up a notch, just kind of my viewpoint on it. But again, it's the 2025 Bighorn 331RL. Let's see one more time if we can get a little thumbnail out of it. I think that is looking pretty darn good. So all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, if you didn't get them the first time around, will be down in the description along with a link for Funtown RV. Now, the nice thing is too, it's got dual axles, but they did upgrade the tires. So they have the Goodyear Endurance tires, the 16 inches, and they got the fancy looking rims on them too. So back here up front, once more, it is a full profile RV. So same height from there to there. It's probably easier if I go, is this slanted a little bit? Am I wonky or is this wonky? Let's see. I think it's wonky. Let's see if I can, sorry guys. All right, well, we'll see. I don't know. It is what it is at this point. But that's kind of a good little viewing angle there for you. I got spider's web on my thing somehow too. But man, I love that front cap. Molded fiberglass front cap for the 20th anniversary. They went a little bit different. They also have the Kurt Helix, which is kind of originated over on the Brinkley. It was the first time that I saw it. But a really nice setup here. Now down below on this one, I won't show it to you because it's just a basic setup. It's pretty much going to be this, except, you know, from here to there, it's all carved out for a generator. But I like how you got plenty of place for all your stuff, and it's kind of a 2-layered pass-through storage. This has a drop frame, so that's why that gets lowered down in the front. And then over there to your right is going to be a little docking station that I'll show you here in a moment as well. And this is going to be for all your hydraulic controls. You have your battery that is going to be vented, so you see the tubing for that, along with a disconnect, along with your inverter. So that disconnect is going to be for the solar itself. There'll be another disconnect in the docking station for the rest of the coach. Propane, bada bing, bada boom. There'll be a second one over on the other side. Heated and enclosed underbelly as well, again, just to kind of reiterate, and that's what I'm talking about for that pass-through storage, because right here you can see it's got that drop frame, so you notice how it stops right there. You also got the LP Quick Connect, but a lot of good room in this. I mean, you could put, depending on how you stacked them, probably 20 bodies or so in there. So you'd be all right. Your grandkids could definitely sleep in there if they wanted to. You also have the Fat Boy steps too, which I really appreciate. I mean, it's a 500-pound limit. Actually, if you guys want a good laugh, look at this. You think I wear my sandals a lot? I got Birkenstock tan lines. Asdale on board as well, so it's going to be a little bit better standing up if you ever have those kind of leaks there. I also like how the top kind of wraps around too. But dual awnings, frameless windows. Again, those Goodyear tires, your spares right here. It's also, you can unlock it and kind of slide it out further for easier access there too as well. You're also going to see the backup camera. So it's set up for the Furrion S Vision, but then you also have the Lippert on-the-go ladder system to get on top of your fully walkable roof, to check your seals, check your slides, make sure all the maintenance is on the up and up. You're also going to get your 2-inch receiver there too as well. Now, as we come along the sides, you're going to have your 50 amp connection located right here, and you are going to be prepped for a slide topper. So an awning topper will go from there to there and prevent debris from falling on top of your unit. So if you want to get one of those installed, it's one of those kind of pay-to-play things. It'll help you basically do less work in the long term, but it'll cost a little bit of upfront money. Now, right here is going to be one of your dump valves. You got all the pull tabs right in there, and then the Suburban on-demand hot water heater located right here. Now, let's open up this sucker. It's the other side of that pass-through, but it's got that docking station, we talked about as well. So this is the disconnect for the main portion of the coach, and then you have your hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower, and then of course your different bypass valves, and then your potable water and your fresh water, kind of all in one little convenient spot. Other propane right over here, and then you're prepped for the 3-camera safety system. So 1 on the back, 2 on the front. You're ready to rock. But all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. I hope to catch you next time. Again, my name is Hunter. This is the 2025 Bighorn 331RL, baby. A rear living fifth wheel. See ya.